So when it comes to Diablo 4 and PoE, I think that there's absolutely no contest between these two games. And I'm going to explain why. About a month ago, I noticed that a lot of people that were creating content on Diablo 4 started playing PoE. And within about a week, they started releasing videos telling it like what their thoughts on were with PoE. And I didn't think that was a fair take. PoE is a very complex game. There is a ton going on. And so I wanted to put some real time into it. I put probably over 500 hours into Diablo amongst the closed endgame beta, the server slam, and then finally the release in season one. I have put a considerable amount of time and played through all the classes in many different stages of its development, and I have enjoyed the crap out of my time there. So I wanted to do something at least similar, like get at least a couple hundred hours, and that's exactly what I did. I'm over 200 hours now in PoE. So I want to start by kind of giving a state of where everything is at with Diablo 4. I think this game is incredible. I think it's really fun. I think it did its job. And honestly, by level 50, I think I already got my money's worth. A lot of the complaints that people have about this game is not in the early game, not in the cinematics, not in getting to build the character skills for the first time. It's a lot when you get to end game, there becomes a limited pool of things to really do. There's a challenge, there's really one thing that you can do that is great for experience, great for leveling up glyphs, getting paragon points, and always it all comes down to nightmare dungeons. So there's other things to check out, but they're not very rewarding, they're not exciting comparably. So it's like first when you're seeing them, it's great, but then they don't really pay out as well as they should. So you'll just go to the thing that's going to be the most valuable for your time because it's a long grind to get to level 100, and they are making improvements. And I think that's exactly what they need to do. They just released. And as they keep releasing season after season, I think they're going to keep fleshing it out so that there is tons of things to do in the end game that are enjoyable and hopefully rewarding. And I think that's just a matter of time. Now, that leads me to the game that I think is the bigger mystery for a lot of people. You know, what I cover honestly is Diablo 4 a lot. And so I think people are going to have more questions about PoE. And PoE is a game that's been out for 10 years and it has stood the test of time. And I think what it does so well is not the early game. The cinematics aren't that great. It's a little dated as far as how it feels, and the storyline is not that fantastic, but it has a amazing ecosystem for the end game. It's complex at times, it's crazy, it's daunting, it's confusing, you're kind of thrown into it, you feel like a fish out of water a lot. What's really cool is they have a ton of customization features that allow you to decide how your end game's going to go. You like this feature, you can set it up to actually have more of that happen. You don't like this one, you can actually have that one almost stop entirely. So it's a pretty cool feel that gives you a lot of control over what you want to do in endgame. Now, that being said, you kind of have to understand all the mechanics to make those choices. So there's still a lot. I originally played PoE just straight through as if I just sat down, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play this game. Take me where I'm gonna go. And I didn't look up guides, I didn't watch videos, I didn't do anything. I just played through and built the class that I thought would be fun for me. But a lot of people did tell me to play with a guide, to actually go watch the videos and train how to play this game because you'll find it a lot easier to enjoy because there's just too much to learn. There's too much to just accidentally kind of stumble across and get to a good place. And when I did that, I started a second class. I took the first one to end game. I wanted to make sure that I had done that. And then I took the second one with guides and with videos, and it was a way better experience. And I do recommend that. I think if this game was just starting out, like if we were in year one or two, then it would be a different story. And I would probably recommend that it's still a lot to enjoy to go check it out the mechanics for yourself. But the game is so well developed, it actually does make sense to follow a guide. That's the quickest way to get up to speed and to understand things and take some of the confusion out of it so you can put it where it actually matters. So the no contest here, honestly, is that these are both great games, and I think they should get the respect that they deserve. PoE being a game that's been out for 10 years and constantly reinventing itself and bringing its players base something new that they can get excited about every 3 months. I mean, just on like clockwork. They've done an incredible job. Diablo 4 has set up an amazing beginning base. I think both these are going to be incredible experiences for anybody who's a fan of ARPGs. Now, if you're in Diablo 4 and you want to rush through endgame faster, you definitely want to check out this guide where I show you every trick I know to speed up nightmare dungeons so you can get to the builds that you want fast. You can get to that end game. You can really enjoy the momentum feel of blowing past nightmare dungeons